Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. On a random Tuesday morning, we've had a cluster of news given to us regarding Celtic, and a lot of shite. Simply put, let's talk about all of it. Welcome back. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. It would be much appreciated as we head towards the last derby of the season this weekend. We're going to chat all about it this week and get our final thoughts as we head to that last derby game. A very irrelevant derby game, but we're still going to win, and Celtic have made that very clear that we'll treat this like no other derby. We'll talk about that towards the end of the video. But as I said, there's a cluster of news to talk about today, some smaller stories that we're going to just talk about all in the one video. And there's also been a lot of speculation, rumours, bollocks floating around social media in regards to RUBBISH Hatate. So you might know what I'm talking about, but I just want to start the video off talking about that. It's nothing. I shouldn't even be given it the time of day here on the channel. Shouldn't even be talking about it, but I know for a fact if I post a video today, I'm going to get plenty of comments saying, Ryan, what's this with Hatate? Have you heard about Hatate? Have you got any news on Hatate? Yeah, I've got news. It's shite. That's what it is. For some reason, rumours have started spreading on Twitter that RUBBISH Hatate is off in the summer. He's gone, he's away. See you later, cheerio. He's away to Brighton. Out of nowhere, he's off to Brighton. RUBBISH Hatate's done with Celtic. He's called the season early, he's off. And it's not bothered me, but it's just gave me a bit of a sore head this morning, because I just feel like so many people are already throwing themselves into the deep end believing this nonsense. A lot of people not doing that. A lot of people like me just being able to look at it for what it is. But, you know, it's just the same sort of typical end of season nonsense that's now starting. And it's not the first player we're probably going to have to deal with it with. So, yeah, let's kind of analyse it very quickly. I want to get it over and done with. So someone posted a picture with RUBBISH Hatate in an unnamed airport. Who knows? Could have been Glasgow, could have been Edinburgh, could have been Prestwick, for all I know. I've not got the details. But someone posted a picture of him in the airport, and obviously it started a little bit of chat and discussion as to why he's in an airport. Why did they patch the celebrations on Sunday? Why was he not there? Oh, is he away? Is that him getting a move? And then rumours started off the side of it that he was away down to Brighton to go and watch Matoma play, or to go and discuss a contract. Nonsense. Absolutely. None of us know why Hatate was at the airport, unless you're good friends with him and you do know. Feel free to share. But why does all this speculation have to start? Listen, my opinion to it is nothing. I don't have one to be. If I was a football player on thousands of pounds a week and I had even a day off, I'd be jetting off wherever I could for the weekend or for the day, as long as I got back in time. And also, you know, people are bringing up the point, it could be a family emergency, it could be off to visit someone, he might have business to attend to. Absolutely, you know, it could be anything. But obviously people are jumping straight away at the prospect of him being at Brighton next season, because obviously they're going to be losing maybe the likes of Caicedo and Alexis McAllister. So Hatate is obviously #1 replacement, isn't he? He's the one that fits right in and goes there straight away. No logic whatsoever. Just him as Hatate. That seems to be the output that a lot of people have decided to come to. Calm yourselves down. Look, there is no denying, and here's my final opinion to wrap things up. There is no denying that RUBBISH Hatate will leave Celtic to go on to big things. Whether it be Brighton in the Premier League, whether it be overseas, who knows, he will leave to go on and do big things. He is a top-class player. Will it be in this summer window? I don't know. I don't know. None of us know. But this isn't the start of some transfer saga here. Well, I'd like to hope. But, you know, he could leave. He might leave. And if he does, we'll deal with that. But this isn't something to start getting your knickers in a bunch over. Be patient. Wait. We'll see what happens. We've got the rest of the season still to play. We've got a cup final still to play. And I guarantee you that's where RUBBISH Hatate's focus is right now and his mind is right now. Celtic wouldn't be allowing a player to go and start conversations when he's still under a lengthy contract anyway, when all of this is still to go. If he leaves, he leaves. He could do. But it's not this. So just calm. Calm. And on that note, talking about the Japanese players and Japan, the first game of Celtic's Asian tour this summer has been announced. We've got the dates, we've got the kick-off time, we've got the venue, and we've got the opposition. Very exciting. Who is it? Well, it's of course Ange Postecoglou's former side, the Yokohama F. Marinos. We've been waiting for the official announcement to see the two sides go head-to-head, and we have it July 19th at the Nissan Stadium in Yokohama, Japan. I think that this is going to be fantastic. A 72,000-seater stadium. It trumps Celtic Park, by the way. 72,000-seater Nissan Stadium. Celtic will take on Yokohama F. Marinos. And what will be an exciting game for everybody involved. Of course, Ange Postecoglou, all the Japanese lads, the opposition who'll be welcoming a side the size of Celtic, and obviously the Japanese fans who will probably make their way to this game. Don't know if they'll sell 72,000 tickets, but I'm imagining a decent crowd will be there, great atmosphere, a good welcome for the Japanese boys and Ange Postecoglou. I'm very excited. It's good to see the first game of the tour announced, and don't worry, you're not going to have to wait till tits o'clock to watch it. Kick-off has been announced for 7 PM local time in Yokohama, which means that it will be 11 AM, I think here. Yeah, 11 AM our time, Celtic Park time, as they call it. So you won't need to be up at stupid hours. You can watch it quite early on. Start your day off with a little bit of Celtic during the summer. Right, okay, let's talk about the big thing that's came out. I say big thing, it doesn't really matter, does it? The team of the year has been announced. The PFA have revealed their Scottish Premiership team of the season, which includes 7 Celtic players. Yes, 7. We have swept it. In my opinion, it should be 11. No, I'm joking. But a good amount of Celtic players in there, all very deserving. And if you look at the team, which we will in a moment, you're probably thinking there's some players who have been sadly left out and maybe were deserving. But let's have a look at the team. A very interesting one this year. So here it is. Here's the 11 that were selected for the Premiership team of the season 2023. Joe Hart in goals, a back four of James Tavernier, Cameron Carter-Vickers, Carl Starfelt and Greg Taylor. A midfield three of Malik Tillman, Callum McGregor and RUBBISH Hatate, and then a front three of Duke from Aberdeen, Kyogo and Kevin Van Veen of Motherwell. There is your 11 that have made it into the Premiership team of the season, and a very close to being a very deserving team, and one that I don't have many quarrels with. Listen, at the end of the day, this means bugger all. It's great for the players themselves. It's obviously a nice wee accolade, and you can look back on it. For us, it doesn't mean much in that. A lot of people take this very seriously. They get very offended when a certain player is left out, and in some cases, it's maybe merited if you know, a standout player has been wrongfully left out. But here this season, I don't think there's too much to moan about, apart from the fact Tillman's in there. Tillman? Really? How is he there? That genuinely though, for a minute, not to be biased, but how is Tillman there? Aaron Moy had a far better season than Malik Tillman. And a lot of centre midfielders in the Premiership altogether probably had a better season than Malik Tillman. That's just me talking about Celtic. Don't get how he's there. He is a talented player, don't get me wrong, but he's one of those ones that had flurries of brilliance, but just major inconsistencies. So I don't really understand how he's there. Tavernier's lucky that Johnston's only been here half a season, or that would be his place in the team. But everything is probably, you know, pretty much close to spot on. You know, I feel sorry for the likes of Jota and Maeda, who haven't made it into this team because they've been so good. But you look at the season that Kevin Van Veen has had, for example, 25 goals for Motherwell. Oh, that's the equivalent of 50 goals for us, probably. He deserves to be there. Duke, who has been brilliant for Aberdeen, probably be quite annoying for Aberdeen fans, to say the least, if he wasn't there. They are two players who rightfully deserve their place in that team. But all the Celtic players there, fully deserving. Fantastic to see the likes of Joe Hart and Carl Starfelt get their flowers that they so truly deserve. And it's I think it's a pretty spot-on team of the season, bar the kind of flaws we spoke about there. Yeah, so that's the team of the season. And obviously, just to wrap things up, we've got a little bit of news surrounding the derby this weekend and who will be refereeing it. Get ready to sigh. Oh, know him. Stephen McLean will be the man with the whistle this weekend. I think this is only his second Glasgow Derby match, which is quite weird when you think about it. But yeah, Stephen McLean, who will be assisted by David Room and Jonathan Bell. The fourth official will be the great Don Robertson, the Don himself. And in the VAR room will be Greg Aitken and David McGeechy again, who was involved, I think, in the last derby at Hampden in the VAR, maybe the game beforehand. Anyway, that's the list of officials for all the difference it fucking makes. They're all as bad as each other. But we're not taking things lightly. Not at all. Callum McGregor and Ange Postecoglou have both spoke very openly on this derby. We will not take things lightly. Callum McGregor said this in the media yesterday or today. You don't need any extra motivation for these games. They're always big games. There's always something to play for, and I'm sure it will be a highly competitive game. We want to be aggressive in the game and try to get maximum points. Ange Postecoglou, he said something very similar, says, we're going to win the game, mate. That's the aim, isn't it? So, no taking the foot off the gas. No relaxing for what's... Yeah, it is. Like, it's an irrelevant derby in the grand scheme of things. But overall, you know, no derby you want to lose. None of them are irrelevant in the eyes of the pride and the passion of the supporter. So, yeah, the team want to win it. The manager want to win it. We want to win it. Even though it's party time here at Celtic. But yeah, that's it for today. A lot to condense and talk about there. A lot of ranting and moaning and everything. But yeah, there you go. You've got your news. You've got what you need. I hope you've enjoyed. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.